Yeah, you know where he at?
And just to be certain, there's no person that needs the services of the interpreter. Is that correct?
No interpreter, correct, Bush? Correct, sir.
Okay. All right. I've just made this go live, so we're now streaming live. Today is July 15th, 2022. This is the preliminary hearing. I'm sorry, the first appearance hearing. My name is Brad Gardner. I'm going to be presiding over these proceedings. So for everyone who's present, I need you to understand today is not the day to have a trial of your case or for you to be able to plead guilty or innocent. The only purpose for today's hearing is for me to give you bond, tell you your next court date, and tell you what you're charged with. From this point forward, during this and all other proceedings, you're going to have the right to the presumption of innocence, the right to an indictment by grand jury or by accusation for misdemeanors, the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify in your case. You're going to have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your own behalf. And you're going to have the right to testify. Oh, where did it dropped off?
Lost them.
Yeah. So I'll give them the time to log back on.
Okay. Judge,
Yes, Miss Denson.
they all say it just went down automatically. They saying they're waiting on it to load up.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not a computer engineer, so it's all magic to me.
No daydreaming. Apologies, Your Honor. We had technical difficulties. We're back live now.
Okay, thank you. You have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf. You have the right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense. And finally, you have the right to an attorney. And if an attorney if you can't afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed to represent you. So I'm going to just try to get started so that we're not in situation where we have problems. The first person I'm gonna call is Victoria Andretti.
Guys, go back in 11. Female, step in 5. Andretti, stay out. Chapman and Cheeks, take a seat on the bench. Y'all on deck.
Are you Miss Andretti?
Andretti,
Take a
yes,
seat on the
sir.
bench.
Ma'am, you've been charged with 1 count of simple battery bond. It's going to be set at $4,000. There's going to be a stay away provision, stay away from Christopher Freeman. You understand that? Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I said yes, sir.
Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That hearing will be by Zoom, but it will get waived upon your bonding out and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
That's fine.
Okay, ma'am, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me? I'm sorry, ma'am.
So I was trying to figure out, okay, I understand to be apart, not to see and be around him. But you said how much is my bond?
Your bond is $4,000.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions? Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back. Miss Chapman.
I get.
Good morning, ma'am. You've been charged with 1 count of simple battery on a police officer bond. It's going to be set at $5,000. You've also been charged with 1 count of obstruction of an officer. Bond is going to be set at $2,000. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
Thank you.
Miss Cheeks?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Miss Cheeks, you've been charged with one count of improper lane change, bond is set at $5,500. I'm sorry. And fleeing from a police officer, bond is going to be set at $2,000. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Ma'am, how much do you make per hour?
I do hair, so it's not really per hour.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
So my bond is 7,500.
It's 2,500.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, ma'am?
No, thank you.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Thank you.
Miss Hester. Miss Hester, ma'am, you've been charged with one count of speeding. Bond is set at $500 for that charge. One count driving under the influence of alcohol. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. One count of improper signal. Bond is set at $500, and one count of improper lane change. Bond is set at $500. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you will receive a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, please.
How much do you make per hour, ma'am?
I don't make it per hour. I don't know. I make every 2 weeks about $2,500. That's net.
Every 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, actually, yes. So how much is my bond? Altogether?
Total amount is going to be $6,500.
Okay, they told me something different. Okay.
And it'll be higher than what I've told you, because the sheriff's department is required by law to add on fees to bonds.
Okay.
I don't have access to that fee schedule, so all I can do is set the bond. But then the sheriff's department, when they're going through the process of processing this information, they add the fees that they're required to add.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ma'am. You're free to go back.
Yeah.
Miss Hope. Ma'am, you've been charged with one count of obstructing an officer. Bond's going to be set at $2,000, and one count of false statements, which is a felony offense. Bond's going to be set at $5,000. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you will get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? I'm sorry, man.
I didn't hear what you say? You was trying to see if I qualify for a attorney?
Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of lawyer? Because you have the right to hire your own lawyer, you have the right to represent yourself. So I need to know what you want to do.
I'll get a attorney appointment.
Okay.
See if I.
All right, man. All right, man. If you don't have any other questions for me, you're free to go back.
And my bond is altogether, how much, 7,000?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Miss Quinn.
One, leave the computer, then go get something else.
I do not follow directions. He called my name.
Miss Quinn, ma'am, you've been charged with one count of affray. That's misdemeanor offense, bond is set at $1,000, and one count of disorderly conduct. That's also a misdemeanor, bond set at $1,500. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning, Portland 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Second. For some reason, I don't have your paperwork. Are you currently working, ma'am?
Yes.
About how much do you make per hour?
I'll make 16.
Okay, you do qualify, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, ma'am. You're free to go back. Would you tell me your name, ma'am?
Diamond Sanders?
Sanders?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, you charged one count of affray, bond set at $1,000, and one count of disorderly conduct, bond set at $1,500. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
About how much do you make per hour?
17.
Okay, ma'am, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, man, you're free to go back. Do we have Miss Pope?
Your Honor, you said Pope?
Pope.
Yes, P-O-P-E.
He needs her back.
Yeah.
He needs her back.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Pope. Pope. Yeah, Pope.
Candace Pope.
I thought you did her already.
I did?
Candace de Lasagna Pope, false statements
Yeah.
of Frey.
Yeah, she
Okay,
came up.
Yeah,
okay. All right, so it looks like Miss Wallace.
Quintavia, sir?
Yes, sir. Tavia Wallace. Are you Miss Wallace?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with one count of fray. Bond is going to be set at $1,000, and one count of disorderly conduct. Bond is set at $1,500. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working, ma'am?
Well, I lost my job because of the altercation that occurred.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, ma'am. You're free to go back. So the last person that I have listed is Shakira Wallace.
Yes, sir, you do. You also have a Mrs. Delee Makia. She hadn't come up yet, sir.
What's the last name?
Delee, D-E-L-E-E. LE number 2244560.
Okay. I have her in the stack for the males.
So you
All
have
right.
Mrs. Wallace and then her, sir. Those are your last two
Yeah.
females.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Ms. Wallace?
Miss Wallace, you're charged with one count of terroristic threats as a misdemeanor. Bond's going to be set at $2,000. You have another count of disorderly conduct. That's also a misdemeanor. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working, Miss Wallace?
Yes, sir.
Well, how much do you make per hour?
Can my mama do it?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
I said I make 10, but can my mama like help too?
You said something and you said, can you do something? And I didn't hear.
I said I make 10, but like I have a mother that's helping me too. Can she do that?
Well, my determination as to whether you qualify to have a lawyer appointed is satisfied by the fact that you make $10 an hour. So I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Is that okay? Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Ms. Wallace?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am. You're free to go back. Miss Deal,
Delete.
how do you pronounce your name, ma'am?
Delete.
Delete. Miss Delete, you've been charged with one count of a fray. Bond is set at $1,000. One count of disorderly conduct. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. And these bonds are set by schedule, but they're going to be a little bit higher than what I tell you, because Sheriff's Department is required by law to add fees to this. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am? You said no.
Hey, y'all go ahead.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
You're free to go. You're free to go back.
Before you move on, so what are her warrants number? Because on my calendar, she has 4.
I have warrant numbers 1154, 1155, 1158, and 1159.
Okay, I do too. So are you only setting bonds on 2 of the warrants?
Yeah, because they're charging the same thing.
Same thing. So which one is the bond for?
The warrant, and they've written over this. It looks like it's going to be for 1158 and 1159.
Okay, that's all I need.
So the warrants that y'all have, the other two is gonna come off. They booked her in twice, so it should be 5.8 and 5.9.
Okay. All right, thanks,
Okay.
Vincent.
You welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Dixon. Is there something you have to report, or you just want to tell me that we're done with the ladies?
We're done with the ladies, sir. Done.
Okay, let's bring the men up.
All right.
And we'll start with Mr. Cobb. Mr. Cobb, sir, you're charged with one count of battery, family violence. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. You're charged with one count of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Bond is going to be set at $10,000. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from leukemia cheeks. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? I'm sorry, sir. Was that a yes, sir, or is no?
I don't understand what you were saying, sir. Could you,
I said, do
repeat the last-
you want me to see if you qualify?
yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. All right, sir, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back, Mr. Cobb. Mr. Colquitt. Mr. Colquitt, sir, you've been charged with 1 count of speeding. Bond is going to be set at $500. 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol. Bond's going to be set at $5,000. 1 count of an open container violation. Bond is set at $500. 1 count of driving or distracted driving. Bond is set at $500. And 1 count of driving a vehicle without the appropriate insurance. Bond is set at $1,000. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that you qualify, Mr. Colquitt. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, the bond regarding the DUI, is that my own recognizance eligible?
It is eligible, but I'm not going to grant it.
Understand, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, you're free to go back, sir. Mr. Dudley.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dudley, you're charged with 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Bond is going to be set at $15,000. 1 count of battery. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 27th at
Yes, sir.
8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from Joseph Brooks. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Hold on. Yeah, Joseph Brooks. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that for me, sir.
Okay, Mr. Dudley, I'm going to find that you qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. Finch. Mr. Finch, sir, you've been charged with 1 count of battery Bond's gonna be set at $5,000 and one count of cruelty to children in the third degree. Bond's gonna be set at $3,000. Your preliminary hearing date is gonna be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from a Nicole Robbins. Do you understand that, sir?
Sir, yes, sir.
Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir. And I was wondering if I qualify for OR bond.
I'm not gonna grant an OR bond. You do qualify for the appointment of, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any other questions for me, Mr. Fran?
Oh, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back. Mr. Freeman. Mr. Freeman, sir, you've been charged with one count of simple battery. Bond's gonna be set at $4,000. You're gonna have a preliminary hearing date set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from a Victoria Andretti. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that you qualify, Mr. Freeman. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back. Mr. Good. Is it good or is it Goody? How do you pronounce your last name?
It's good.
Good. Mr. Good, sir, you've been charged with one count of giving a false name, address, date of birth. Bond is going to be set at $2,000. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, you're free to go back. Mr. Hill, Charles Hill. Mr. Hill, sir, you've been charged with a number of offenses: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, cruelty to children in first degree, which is a felony offense. At this point, I'm going to deny bond on the aggravated assault charge. And I'm going to deny bond on the cruelty to children in the first degree. The hit and run accident or leaving the scene of an accident, that's a misdemeanor. I'm gonna set a $5,000 bond for that charge. Driving in the wrong direction on a divided highway, that bond is set by schedule at $500. Reckless driving, I'm gonna set a $1,000 bond for that charge. Possession of marijuana less than an ounce, bond is set by schedule at $1,500. And the last charge says transaction non-controlled represented, and I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. Give me 1 second, sir. I'm sorry. So it looks like it's saying that is MDMA. I'm going to set a bond at $3,000 for that. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That's going to be by Zoom. I'm also setting a bond hearing date for July 29th. That will also be by Zoom. Do you want me to see if you qualify for an attorney to be appointed to represent you? Or do you plan on hiring your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, Mr. Hill. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. You're free to go back, Mr. Hill. Mr. King. Mr. King, sir, you've been charged with 1 count of family violence, battery, family violence. I'm setting the bond at $5,000. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That hearing will be by Zoom. If you are able to bond out, that date will get waived and you'll get a new court date in the mail. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond to stay away from a Katrina King. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm going to find that you qualify, Mr. King. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. You're free to go back. Mr. Mormon.
Ronald Smith, sir?
Antonio Mormon.
Mormon. Mormon. No Mormon? What's his name? 1 second, Your Honor. We do not have him down here at this time, Your Honor. We
Okay,
want to contact the house unit and see if we can find him.
okay. Let's move on to Mr. Mosley.
Mosley?
You don't see it on the list. This guy didn't show.
Give me a second, sir. I'm sorry.
Sir.
Ms. Denson, it appears that Mr. Mormon has two sets of charges or warrants that are charging him with the exact same offense, but there is.
You think he has more than 2 charges? Was he already?
No, yeah, I may be incorrect in what I'm saying. It looks like 53244 and 5277.
Okay, so he has sent you the correct warrant this morning. The other one, he already went to first appearance on it. So you should have received it from Hill earlier. The correct warrant.
I did receive it this morning. But it looks like I may have gotten the correct warrant numbers sent over as a part of the original stack. This morning. So I'll wait and we'll see if we can get Mr. Mormon. Thank you, Ms. Jensen.
You're welcome.
Mr. Mosley, sir, you're charged with 1 count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, which is simple possession. I'm gonna set a bond at $3,000 for that. 1 count of driving on a suspended license. Bond is set by schedule at $1,500, and 1 count of running a red light. Bond's going to be set at $500. The drug charge is a felony offense, so you're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that you qualify, Mr. Mosley. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
If a OR bond was possible,
And or bond is always possible, but it's reserved for primarily in the judge's discretion, teenagers who may have done something wrong and got on the wrong side of the law. It's not just in my practice. I will consider it, but
kind of want to get back to work, my job. That's the main reason.
so, Mr. Mosley, you're an
Yes, sir.
adult.
Yes, sir.
I reserve the OR bonds for
That's all. That's understandable.
teenagers that have done something wrong, maybe by mistake. For adults, so you got a job, you got all this stuff. In my opinion, you should act that way and you should carry yourself that way. You shouldn't come into court after being arrested asking to be treated like a child. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're free to go back. Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne, sir, you charge one misdemeanor count of theft by taking. Bond is going to be set at $2,000. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll receive a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that you qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, you're free to go back, Mr. Payne. Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, sir, you charged one count of family violence battery. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. Charge of one count of possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. These are both misdemeanors. So your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you will receive a new court date in the mail. There's going to be a stay away provision on this bond, stay away from an Ashley Burke. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify, Mr. Scott. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back. Mr. Smith. Ronald Smith.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, sir, you're charged with 1 count of misdemeanor theft by shoplifting. Bond is going to be set by schedule at $2,000. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 26th. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? Did you hear me, Mr. Smith?
Yeah,
You-
I want you to see if I qualify for an attorney.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Smith, you are free to go back. Mr. Wallace,
What's your name? My last name White.
Yeah. Bring your name.
are you,
doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Are you Jarvin Wallace?
No, my name is Jarvis Watts. My name is Robert White.
Jarvin Wallace.
It's not here, Your Honor.
He is,
One second. He's coming down now, Your Honor.
I'm clear. We got one female coming out, one female going up.
On the screen. No, talk to the judge, okay?
are you Jarvin Wallace?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what you're charged with, sir?
No, sir.
Mr. Wallace,
Yes, sir.
do you know what you're charged with?
First degree murder.
You say yes or no?
Yes.
I cannot set bond for this charge. And I'm asking that question in a way that I asked it out of respect for your privacy. But if you want me to just say the whole thing, I'll say it.
Want him to say it out loud or no? No, sir. You have to say him no.
Okay, no, sir.
Okay, I cannot set bond for this charge. You're gonna have a preliminary hearing date set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That's gonna be by Zoom. You're going to have to go through the process of the district attorney. Deciding what they're gonna do as it relates to this case, because it's a serious charge where you could spend the rest of your life in custody. Do you have a lawyer? Do you want me to see if I can appoint a lawyer to represent you? I can't because of the radio traffic. I can't really hear what he's saying. Do you want me to appoint you a lawyer, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. You're gonna have a bond hearing date that'll be set at a later date once all of this stuff gets put together. Because you can only have a bond hearing for a judge of the Superior Court. Do you have any questions of me, Mr. Wallace?
You have any questions of him?
Okay, Mr. Wallace, you're free to go back. Mr. White.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, Your Honor. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Mr. White, sir, you've been charged with one count of simple battery bond. It's going to be set at $4,000. One count of criminal damage.
If you're not asking, Your Honor, what is $4,000?
Mr. White, I'm not here to have a trial of your case. As you stand here, you're an innocent person in my eyes.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to set bond so you can get out of jail
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
and you can fight your charges. Can I do that, sir?
You can put me on probation, it'd be nice.
I cannot do that because that's a determination as to whether you're guilty or innocent. As you stand here, you're an innocent person before me.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank you for
charged with
working with
criminal
me, too.
damage to property in the second degree. That's a felony offense. I'm going to set a bond at $4,000. You're charged with terroristic threats or acts as a felony offense. Bond is going to be set at $4,000.
Yes, sir.
Because of these felony offenses, your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for July 27th at
Yes, sir.
8:30 in the morning. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Do you want
Yes,
me to
sir.
see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear the
Sir.
response. Was that yes or no?
Sir?
Do you want me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working?
You gotta be Puerto Rican. You gotta be a Puerto Rican lawyer.
Your Honor, are you done with him, Your Honor?
Oh, hold on. Mr. White,
Yes, sir.
do you want me to determine whether you qualify for a lawyer of any nationality or ethnicity or whatever?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I need a nationality lawyer.
Say yes, yes or no?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Are you
Yes, Your
currently
Honor.
working, Mr. White?
Me, I don't,
Yes or no?
no, sir, I'm not working.
Okay, you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. You are free to go back, Mr. White.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anyone else? I received the notice of a James Connors.
I have Mr. Cotton. Mr. Cotton. Fugitive.
Yes. Well, Connors and Cotton as fugitives. You have Mr. Cotton there?
Yes, sir, but I do not have the second guy, Mr. Conyers. He's not on my list, sir.
Connors, yeah. He was sent as an add-on, and I don't know why the deputies are not notified of the add-ons. Because I can't physically go and pull an inmate from, their cell location. So
Let's just continue that one till tomorrow.
yeah, I was gonna say, we'll just, Mr. Connors, he'll get done tomorrow. So let's bring up Mr. Cotton. Mr. Cotton, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, you, sir.
I'm
How you
doing well. Sir, you are here on what's called a fugitive from Justice Warrant, and what that basically means is that there's a warrant for your arrest out of another jurisdiction. And in your case, it's out of Harrisburg, Virginia. The allegation is embezzlement. So, have the right to challenge this charge. And if you choose to challenge the charge sometime between today and the next 90 days, there'll be a hearing before a judge of the magistrate court to determine whether you are the person named in the warrant and whether the warrant raises allegations that are actual charges. If the judge makes a determination after that hearing that those charges, that you are the person named in the warrant and that the charges are valid, judge will then sign off on a writ that will allow Virginia to come and pick you up and send you back. And it is 30 to 60 days that Virginia will have before they exercise that charge or that ability. If you believe you are the person named in the warrant and you believe that the warrant exists, you can waive that process and just ask for them to come get you as quickly as possible. And there's a 30-day period at minimum, but it can be extended to 60 days if Virginia calls down to Clayton County and they say they couldn't come get you within the 30 days and they want to move it up. I don't know when Virginia will come and exercise their right under the statute. I do know that if they do not come and exercise their right under the statute, the sheriff of Clayton County will release you out the front door. But it doesn't mean that warrant has been dismissed, because we have no interest in that warrant. So they can release you out of the front door, and 5 minutes later, you can run into a law enforcement officer. That person runs your name, and then the process starts all over again. So yes, sir.
So even if I was to, want to do the one for the 30 days, and if y'all let me out within that, I get 30 days, and then if each one of your officers, I was to pick it back up and I brought back in here again.
Yes, because releasing you by Clayton County is not a determination as to whether the warrant was valid or not. So the warrant doesn't go away. The warrant still.
Yeah, but ain't that jeopardizing, I mean, it's, doing the time over again?
You said it was something over again. What was before the over again?
Okay, would not be doing the, I just would not be doing I get 30 days over, like, again, that if I was to do this one, until everything happens, after I got 30 days for being here. I was asking you that the first time, that if I was to do this, up until the 30 days until Virginia come to get me, would not be each walking out of here, and there would, one of your officers was to pick me back up and bring me back in here on the same thing. That's what I was asking, sir.
Well, the officer will be doing what they're supposed to do if they saw that there is a warrant pending and they brought you back in. So Virginia can theoretically never extradite you, bring you back, but they can always say that they're going to extradite you.
Okay.
And you'll be the person that just is in that perpetual mode of going to jail until you deal with it. And I've seen, especially during this pandemic period, I've seen jurisdictions where people, they got on the ball, they hired a lawyer in the requesting jurisdiction, and they got their stuff taken care of. They withdrew the warrant, they got court dates, you got everything taken care of. So when that person was going to court, they were going to court, and they can get on an airplane and there's no warrant pending.
Okay.
There's, because with the warrant, you're in a position you can't even try to get on an airplane. Because if they run your information and it pops up that there's a warrant for your arrest, you'll get arrested at the airport. So it's in your best interest to confront this head on. But you have a choice, and that's what I'm here to ask you as to what you want to do.
Can I go ahead and get the one with the 30 days, please?
Okay.
I'll
So
take it.
the deputies will give you a waiver, waivers, and I think it's 7 copies that you're gonna have to sign. And you sign those, and they'll send them over to me, and I'll sign it. And the clock will begin to run today. But I'm telling you, sir, it's in your best interest to get a lawyer and deal with up there.
Okay.
Because you may, there's a very good chance that they'll agree to drop the warrant and let you come back to court. And so it's much better for you that you walk out of the jail here and you're ready to deal with these allegations. All right, sir.
How can I get a lawyer?
I cannot appoint a lawyer to represent you up in Virginia.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're gonna have to take that step, and I'm telling you, Mr. Cotton, you may find that that's the best money that you spent in hiring a lawyer up there to deal with this. and it just makes your path easier.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
you're welcome. Are we done? Looks like we're gonna have to continue.
No, Judge, we're not. We have
Mr.
to do a
Mormon.
Connor. Do you have Connor here, Deputy?
No, ma'am, not yet. I have Mr. Mormon.
Okay, and then we have a Connor. They said we have to see him today. Deputy Warren, they say they're supposed to be bringing Connor down, maybe by the time we finish with Mormon or whatever.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
We can- yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
You want to see?
we do have Mormon.
Yes, Your Honor, he's right there.
Okay. Mr. Mormon, do you know what you're charged with, sir?
I do.
Okay. I cannot set bond on the charges that are listed, and the charge, and this is not for your purpose, but for the people who are taking notes on this. The warrant ended in 52744. I cannot issue a warrant on that charge. You're gonna have a in the second charge, I'm not going to issue a bond just to allow the judge that's going to deal with both of these charges to set the bond. You're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for July 27th at 8:30 in the morning.
I just I had one set for the 13th that just passed,
Do
and they said I was supposed to have another court date on the 25th.
So you actually went to court on these charges?
Yeah, I came up here on the 13th, Your Honor. And I was told that I had to come back on the 25th.
Was that for first appearance?
No, that was, so my lawyer told me it was preliminary.
Okay, so
Judge, give me a second, let me look.
yeah, I'm looking at 52744 has my signature on it. I'm sorry, Miss Denson.
Yes, on the warrant ended in 744, he went last month on the 14th.
Oh no, I went.
So he has a new warrant that's ended in 244 that he'll send over to you.
Okay.
No,
So hold on, Mr. Mormon. Don't speak. We're trying to figure this out. So I have 744 and 244. And I see that I signed off on 744 on the 14th of June.
So the 744 was continued to the 27th for the prelims.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. It says that from what I'm looking at, that I set the prelim date for June 27th. But then I have 744. That it appeared
He had a first appearance on this warrant already?
on 7244, 52744. Looks like he had a first appearance hearing on June 14th.
Right, and he was supposed to have a preliminary hearing on July 13th. And it looks like that got continued to next week. So, but what about? Jason, why is he in first appearance now?
Yeah, the 53244. I don't know. Miss Denson, do you know why he was?
He has a new warrant that we got from the warrants department that's ending in the 244. So that's why he's in first appearance today. That's the one he'll scan to you this morning, because that's a new warrant.
There's let's see.
Okay, so the 244 is a new warrant, correct, Jason?
Correct.
But why are we getting the 744 again, though? Because he's had first appearance on that one.
That has set the wrong one. So the 744 is gonna be deleted.
Why are you gonna delete it?
Because it was the wrong warrant.
Yeah, but he's had first appearance on that and had a prelim date.
They scanned the wrong warrant this morning. Over to you guys.
Okay, so he shouldn't have first appearance on the 744, correct?
Correct.
It's on the 244.
Yes.
Okay, but you're not gonna get rid of the 744, right?
What you said, Miss Mary?
You're not gonna get rid of the 744 warrant?
Are we gonna get? I'm
You're not
sorry,
gonna-
we broke up.
You're gonna keep that warrant though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Judge, he only needs first appearance on the 244.
Okay. And that was the thing that confused me, because Judge Bridgewater did warrants on both.
Right, but Jensen, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're gonna keep his prelim date, Judge, for July 25th, so that all of those charges could be on the same day.
Okay.
I'm clear.
Okay?
Yes.
You hear me, Jensen?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Okay,
And you said for July 25th.
yes, because he's already got the other charge on that. We want to keep them together.
Yes.
That's our calendar, Judge.
Okay. So Mr. Mormon,
Sure.
it appears that there's a new charge that was brought against you, and it was signed by Judge Bridgewater on July 13th. So bond is going to be denied on that charge, and you're going to appear before me on July 25th.
Is there any way I can find out what the charge is? Like, is there like paperwork I can get or something?
I can tell you if you want me to.
I'd rather read it if I could.
It's
I'd rather read it myself if I could.
yeah, it's related. It's related to the allegation of the same
Understand.
alleged victim. And the charge is basically consensual sex with the person that is underage, and therefore they cannot consent to sex.
Okay. How do I get like a motion of discovery or something like that so I know everything that's going on with this?
Have you spoken to your lawyer about these charges?
I have, I don't, but the new charge I haven't, I've tried to call him, I haven't been able to get in contact with him. I just need to make a call if I can.
Yeah, he needs to talk to attorney. Attorney Render is your attorney, sir? Sir?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, he needs to talk to him. He can explain it all to you.
Yeah, and just let your lawyer know that this is a new charge, but it's involving the same alleged victim.
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me, Mr. Mormon?
No question.
Okay, all right, sir, you're free to go back.
Thank you.
Okay, and tell me your name, sir.
James Connors.
You are Mr. Connors. Mr. Connors, sir, you are alleged to be a fugitive from justice. And what that means is that there's an allegation that there's a warrant for your arrest and out of another state. And this situation is saying Bay County Sheriff's
Yes, sir.
Department. So you have the ability to request a hearing or demand a hearing. And if you demand a hearing sometime between now and the next 90 days, there will be a hearing to determine whether you are the person named in the warrant and whether the charges actually reflect a criminal offense. If the judge at the end of that hearing determines that the charges exist and or you are the person named in the warrant and that the charges exist, meaning that they are true allegations of a criminal offense, judge will sign off on a writ that will, from that day forward, 30 to 60 days, the Bay County Sheriff's Department will have that time to come and pick you up. If you believe you are the person named in the warrant, and you believe that the charges are true, you can waive that. And if you waive it, the clock begins to run today. And the clock that begins to run is a 30-day to 60-day clock. If they don't come and get you within that period of time, the Clayton County Sheriff's Department will release you out of the front door. But it doesn't make the warrant go away. So you can be released and 5 minutes later you run into a police officer and that person runs your information. They can then arrest you and the whole thing starts all over again. Are you, do you have any questions so far as to what I've said?
As what you said, I actually, when I got arrested at the airport, that was the first time I ever heard of any charges or anything. They saying I had a warrant. I never even knew I had a warrant. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I've been living in my place of residence for 7 years and working and living in the same place. And I never even knew about any charges or anything. I know of the incident, but I didn't even know the police were called. I actually left the scene before anything escalated. So I didn't know anything about any warrants or anything, so. And then
Yeah,
I've just been since last week waiting to sign a waiver, I guess, because I didn't understand the waiver at first.
okay, so you do want to sign the waiver.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, sign the waiver, and the clock will begin to run today, but I would encourage you to get a lawyer to represent you up in Bay County. As it looks like the date of warrant was August 7th of 2020.
Right. And
And
the day it happened, it was August the 2nd. I was visiting and I left and we checked out and came back home on August the 2nd. I mean, August the 3rd. So that's why I never knew even anything about the charges. So, and now I'm considered a fugitive. So wouldn't once I get to Bay County, wouldn't they deny any bail and think that I was a flight risk if they consider me a fugitive?
well, I was gonna say the reason I say to hire a lawyer because especially with the COVID or pandemic and how things are going, I've seen people where the court system, they've signed off on resetting a court date and having the person to appear, because when you hire a lawyer, people understand that you're taking it seriously.
Yes,
And
I'm actually
so,
in the process on it now. I have my people trying to help me out with that now. And they actually told me that as long as I'm here, the lawyer couldn't do anything, I guess, because it's not in their district or something, because they're in Florida.
right, and the you can hire a lawyer in that jurisdiction, and because hiring a lawyer here does nothing for you, because lawyer can't do anything for you here. But one of the instances that I saw, it was a person who there's a warrant for their arrest out of Tampa. And they hired a lawyer. Person appeared before me on Wednesday on a fugitive from Justice Warrant. And by Friday, I was getting paperwork from the lawyer, and judges signed off on everything down in Florida. So I sent the information over to the fugitive department, and that person was released. So there is a way to handle this.
Okay, that was my main concern because, like I said, I didn't know anything about the charge for the whole 2 years. So I was trying. I don't want to lose my job or my place of residence, and because of something somebody alleged me doing, and that's what my main concern was.
And I would say, just hop on it and getting the lawyer to represent you in Bay County, and most likely they'll sign off on a release. I mean, I can't promise you anything because I don't know them, but I'm just saying that if you take these steps, move these steps forward, that you can get what you're trying to get.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, sir. Sign the waivers, and you'll be free to go back. They'll send it to me, and I'll sign off on it. Does that conclude our business for today?
Yes, Your Honor, it does.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna try
You
to
too,
get
Doc.
myself some rest. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, Sean, I'll see you next time.